With love and peace, it's 101 Leafy, bringing you some Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble to brighten up your day. That's right, Wib Wob is back with a fan server known as Wib Wob Reloaded. I am not affiliated with this server. I am not the developer. I do not run the server. So, you know, don't come for me. The Discord server did get taken down by level 5 just now, and I see some people worrying about that. You know, obviously it makes sense for them to be worried, but I do have good news. You don't have to be worried. The actual game is going to continue running service. He just got the Discord taken down because Discord is kind of sensitive to takedowns. So it's fine. No worries there. We need to level Scranny to level 9 to proceed. I don't want to spend the money here. We're trying to level Nomi. What's up, Jimmy Miss? Will? Lagar? Goofy Goober? Welcome, Tristan, welcome. Great to see you guys. The game is definitely not a goner. They're going to keep operating the game. Howdy, Clad, what's up? Your Nomi's at level 29. You're doing the same thing as me. Very nice job. Now we got to save souls for Statiking. But we can do a crank. Have a ball. Where's Momotaro Nyan? Oh, never mind. You'll do for now. Okay, for every crank you do, you gotta buy 50 spirits for the in-game economy, because the inbox isn't gonna work for a while. He's working on it. What's up, CNC? I think maybe the inbox is kind of tricky to figure out. Let me know if the game audio is good or if I should turn it up. That might be better. 500 YMoney, very nice. How do I have so much stuff? Honestly, I don't have that much. I've just been playing through the game and spending all my money on Spirit. I've barely cranked the Crankakai because I got super lucky. I got Pepion on my first crank, and then I got Libertynyan within my first 10 cranks. So I just stopped cranking, and now I'm saving spirits for Statiking. Now, if you're wondering how I'm getting money, not only is my team getting money, but the clear bonuses for stages give you money. So when you clear a stage for the first time, it gives like 300Y or 200Y, and that adds up over time, right? Legends, basically, they're once ultimate level higher than yokai of their rank. So it's kind of like an S rank that starts at level 2. When you get Shogunyan, he's going to be by far the strongest character on your team. He doesn't scale that well into late game, but early on, he's useful for going above like 100Y per run. I've never been in such a chilly section of sewer. I've got a bad feeling about this. Watch out. You got Swolterior, Ciro, and Camellia. Yes, now just spend on Spirit, CNC. You totally get it. You totally get it. Once you have a team like that, you can just save for Spirit because they definitely want you to spend YMoney rolling for these rare encounters that you need for the legend unseals, right? So Anti-Heart and Statiking, right? How good is Komashira? You're aiming to unseal him. Raving Puzzler, ass. Oh, that's a cool name. Anti-Heart is not required for Komashira, I think. But Lava Lord is, who is another rare encounter. He's going to be worth getting because Komashira is the strongest all-attacker in the game. Libertynyan S is technically stronger with Unity, but Komashira has higher raw attack. Libertynyan S is actually stronger because of his attack value with Unity, though. But Komashira basically comes at level 2 for free. And then you can spend 1 Soul Secret to get into the equivalent of a level 3 Soultimate on Libertynyan S. Because Legends are, again, 1 base level higher at their rank. There you go, Ciro. What's up, Niku? Welcome. Yeah, you just need Shogunyan now, so no need to crank. You can get Insomni from stage 70. Clear it in 70 seconds. Nya, nya, nya. Just pitter-patter your fingers here. Does Granny heal here? I need it. Give. What's up, Matthew? They brought back this old game, Wib Wob. And so we're playing the fan servers. Pretty cool. Nickname, I knew somebody would bring up the Soultimate level bug, and that's literally not what I'm talking about. Please listen to what I was saying again. That's not what I was saying at all. Legends start at a base Soultimate strength at level 1. Their Soultimate is as strong as a level 2 Soultimate of yokai at the equal rank. They still have 7 levels in total. It's like how SS ranks are 1 Soultimate level stronger than S ranks, you know? Legends are the same way. That doesn't mean he starts at level 2, guys. No worries. Yeah. Yeah, Wib Wob didn't have any ways to monetize itself back in the day. Now Puni has plenty of monetization. If Wib Wob was running the kind of monetization that Puni does now, it wouldn't have died. But we were warning NHN back in the day that they weren't really monetizing the game correctly or well enough. And they were aware of that, but Japan HQ wasn't letting them do a lot of ideas, you know what I mean? They needed to go through multiple levels of approval. It would have to be approved by level 5 US, you know, level 5 Abby. And then it would have to be approved by level 5 in Japan. And then it would also have to be approved by, you know, NHN in Japan as well. If it doesn't fit their vision for the game, it can't fly. So it was really difficult. Niku, you got Wibble Wobble again because of my video? Awesome! Fantastic! Glad I could help. Go Shogunyan. Nya nya nya. Okay? Really nice damage there from everyone. Combine that with Burley's score boost. Wee-hee! Happy air. Yeah, instead of making a good game now, they just pay HoloLive to promote the game. And then they sell products to the new players. You know what I mean? That's a nice strategy. Is there a way to check which yokai are available and which ones aren't? As lads, there isn't, but they're working on programming it in. They're just working on everything. It's a work in progress, you know? So the button's going to be there, the contents button. Is Libertynyan A worth investing in if you don't have Libertynyan S? You know, that's a really tricky question. The S rank is just an objectively better version than the A rank. So I would say, you know, long term, it's not worth investing. You don't want to invest Soul Secrets. Don't give him Soul Secrets. But level him to 50, you know, and give him 1 Soul Secrets. Literally 1. Literally 1, because you need more each time. And so give him 1 Soul Secrets and level him to 50. And you should be able to make enough money to get Libas. You know, there's nothing wrong with giving your main attacker 1 Soul Secrets. But I wouldn't go anything beyond that, because it literally doubles to 2 after that. But 1 is 1. If you get lucky in the Crankakai. Pablapa can get some love. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't give Soul Secrets to any characters that are available on stages, obviously. Because you can befriend them instead of feeding them Soul Secrets. Oops. I was playing way too slow there. Let me try that again. We have Scranny on our team, so it's kind of scuffed. Yeah, the highest Wib Wob would ever go here is SSS ranks, but that won't be for a couple years. They're going to do all the S rank content first, which does include, like, the Sangokshi content. There's some content that I like to call the low S rank content, the low SS rank content, where they really focused on having some powerful S ranks as well, like Orkanos Lubu in the Sangokshi events. But then they also had SS ranks like Shogunyan SS, and he actually just wasn't that strong. He wasn't really that good, but he was really cool and his stats were nice and high. And that's kind of what a lot of the early SS ranks were like. Go, go, go. Here we go. We'll get him. They're going to rerun the Mystery Way event with Gutsy Bones. Yeah, they're working on it. They have the files for it, so they're working on it. I'm so clumsy because my game is running at such a low frame rate. I'm using my old $20, you can get it for $20 on eBay now, tablet to run Wib Wob. If you don't have anything that can run the game, this tablet is $20 on eBay. They don't sell anything in the shop. That would be immoral. It's not their game. They can't do that. If you try to buy something, it says support NHN. This game has no microtransactions. See? Do they plan on doing the link accounts? No. Wib Wob servers got eviscerated. I'm playing right now. The Discord was always going to get taken down. That's how Discords work. Discords for fan servers always get taken down. Just look at World of Warcraft. Come on. Is it possible to take events from Pooney and translate it as nickname? I showcased this on my own private server a month or two ago. I absolutely want to help them out. I just don't know if I have the resources to. I'm lending a bit of help where I can. Are they going to make events permanent? Yes. No time-limited events. They might make the maps for Christmas time-limited, but no yokai would be time-limited. All the yokai would be permanently available. That's what he said. But, like, for the Christmas atmosphere, he might make it exclusive, which I think sounds really fun, right? As long as there are no exclusive yokai you're missing out on, which he said. Or maybe he didn't say this, but I think it would be cool to have, like, a dedicated map for seasonal events and just have, like, the aesthetic rotate. Here we go. We got this. Glad says I have the drive and determination to give it my all for the game I love. That's such a lovely comment. Well, thank you. We can make something cool for Wib Wob. We got this. I'll tell you they're cooking something amazing, but I can't talk about it. It's going to blow your freaking minds, and that's all I can say. I didn't really think it would be possible for like another few months. It's insane. You guys might be wondering why the event was delayed. I can't say. But all I'm saying is he hasn't told you guys why. It's going to be freaking crazy. Insane. The event got 10 times better overnight. Crazy stuff. As you guys can see, the actual game is working. It's just the Discord that got nuked. Truth nuked it. I said such a true statement, the Discord server exploded. Guys, I know all of the lore behind the Wib Wob localization. You don't have to make guesses about what the devs knew and didn't know. I was actively talking with the developers because they were friends with our Mount Wildwood community. Level 5 loved us. They loved my website, they said, and they read it a lot, which was really cool. I have a lot of cool stories that I could tell, but I'm worried about repeating myself. I think a lot of people don't know the lore, though. NHN had to request information before the localization of the games were complete. And so Level 5 would give them the beta names for the yokai. And then if the yokai's names were changed, they couldn't be changed in Wib Wob because it's a gacha game, right? And so they would just have to run with it. And that's why they did with Small Man. I help here and there for Wib Wob Reloaded development, I guess. I was like translating some stuff from Japanese. That doesn't really count. Or like, I lend ideas. A lot of people are like, I have good ideas for the game. I mean, everyone does. I lend ideas too. I don't really think that makes me an ideas guy or anything worth bragging about. Okay? Super Tavor does all the heavy lifting. And then he'll let you know, like, Wib Wob YouTube developed the Oni Crank Fever function. That was really cool of him. Yeah, the original devs liked Mount Wildwood. It was really cool. I also lent some input. Level 5 had me do a call with them where I lent some input for the Libertynyan sequel event. That was really fun. And they had us coordinate some events with the communities on some other calls. It was kind of cool of them to reach out like that. I did a lot of trying to get them to pay attention to us, but it's nice that they were receptive to it, is what I mean. Wasn't Brutal's beta name Hitamon or something? I have no clue. I wanted it to be Snarttle. If you could make yourself a yokai, what would your trait be and what would your ultimate be? Asked Plaid. That's a good question. Whee! I have no clue. Go, yeah. But I like All Nighta because he reminds me of myself. Guys, level 5 is not a part of Wib Wob Reloaded. You know that, right? When I talk about the development of Wib Wob, I'm talking about the real Wib Wob development 9 years ago. Guys, come on. It's hard to talk about stuff like this because people always misinterpret it. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Don't get Wib Wob Reloaded development mixed up with stories about the original Wib Wob's development. Super Tavor handles the Wib Wob Reloaded, and this is obviously not an official project. Level 5 has nothing to do with it. Level 5 did not pull the plug on localization. That is huge misinformation that I have never stated on my channel, and I've always tried to clear it up. A lot of people just said the wrong thing. Level 5 relocated localization to their HQ in Japan. Sure, they pulled the plug on Yokai Watch 4's localization, but the moment they killed Abby, it was to relocate localization to their Japanese headquarters in Japan. They've always been localizing stuff, and they even released a statement saying that all of their games will be localized day one worldwide in multiple languages, and they've kept their word on that so far. I always know the real info. Did I get my Zero on Hooligan Road? I got him from the Crankakai. I was wicked lucky, dude. We already beat stage 67 yesterday. They are not going to add crossovers. They already said that. They don't want to be copyright striked. Don't worry, guys. You don't have to know everything. But I am here to clear the misinformation. Sleepy says, clearly Detective Nekomata will be in English. Why would you want AI slot? AI concept with AI artwork. The 3D models are based on AI designs with AI drawings. Even if the 3D models are made by hand, they're still based on AI drawings. I don't like that. Okay, we're climbing with our spirits here, guys. Cha-ching! Are the megas in this version, S. Zachariah? Great question. They will be, but they don't want to implement SS ranks yet because they haven't implemented the S ranks yet. And the Japan version got S ranks that we never got, like Sangokushi. So they want to give us the opportunity to live that first. Why did the Discord server get nuked by level 5? Great question. Discord servers for fan servers for old games always get nuked. At least that's what I know. Like, WoW got nuked, Toontown got nuked. Pretty sure the Club Penguin Discord got nuked, but I could be wrong. I kind of expected it to. And I'm pretty sure the developer did too. The actual Wib Wob Reloaded game is not going to go down. It has nothing to do with the Discord. Is Goruma in our crank? I hated him in the Wib Wob crank. So bad. Yeah. Ultimate 3 Libertynyan S. Will they do Extreme Yokai and Rine? Yeah, they will backport them as weaker Yokai with different Ultimates. Right now, it doesn't look that possible to add Ultimates, but they're working on it. Just don't hold them to it. Garuma is not in the crank anymore. Let's go. Big victory for Wib Wob fans. Big money from Libas and Shogunyan here. Okay, Scranny should be a high level now. Like level 8, which is what we need to unlock the next area without spending a crazy amount of money. Obscene. Rene will be SSS rank, funnily enough, even though that's not really the lore. They just gotta do it. How good of a yokai is Granny? She's Garbo, but you need her at level 8 in order to unlock Breezy Hills. You know what I mean? The pay-to-win currency Y points is not in this game because Y points were never implemented into Wib Wob. This is based on Puni, so you can't use multiple items at once. You can't have multiple team slots saved. You can't get Y points, and you can't use G's ultimate moves. We have 6-7 viewers, says Diamond. You're going to make them all leave by saying that. We need you Z ranks. Why? The rank doesn't mean anything. It's cooler to add old yokai than yokai that you've seen recently in Puni, right? Then it's just English Puni, which I was doing a few months ago and no one really cared about. When I was showing my English Puni mod, people were like, where's Wibble Wobble? Now that Wibble Wobble is here, people are like, they gotta port the UZ plus ranks as soon as possible. I think people just want easier ways to make money. Am I wrong? Isn't that the actual request here? Give yokai that make better money. Okay, he's working on that. Chocolino would be awesome. He's got to add Chocolino soon for Valentine's. Sakura Venoct is not possible right now. He stops time like KJ. They are not possible right now, guys. For the time being, they will not be added. They are too unique and too, like, special to just add as a different Ultimate type. They might figure it out eventually, but that means that they have to, like, be put on in the freezer so that they don't spoil. I don't know. I don't know what this analogy is. Will there be another Discord? That has nothing to do with me. I have no clue. The previous one was really unmoderated and kind of toxic, so I didn't, you know. I don't really promote other Discords. I think he's going to make another one, but... You stopped paying attention to English Puni because you thought it wasn't getting a public release. Well, yeah, you off the grounder, I know. I know you liked it. You really liked it. Soul Secrets! There it is, my beloved. Okay. You didn't like any ranks higher than S. That was a big initial turnoff from Wib Wob, Tristan. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. You want to play the game without spending money and enjoy it without suffering, King? So UZ ranks would let you make more money? I think you said, where's UZ ranks, right? Spirits. Yeah, I think that a lot of things could be changed, like have the prices in the shop. Increase the YMoney gain from all the missions and stuff like that. I think there are changes that could be made to the game to make it less based around the microtransactions or making you want to do it, like the original balance. But then the question arises, how much is too much? How much is just an opinion? And how much will people not like? And so the dev's answer to that is to just keep the game as is, like it originally was, which I think is fine. Oh, Scranny needs to be 9? Oh, here we go. Very nice. Alright, our other soul secrets are being saved for Elderbloom, who we're heading over to get. Statiking's going to be in the yokai world, and we're saving all of our Y money. I was going to say Y points, and I had to abort. We're saving all our Y money for spirits here, so we can reset for Statiking. We're slowly climbing. We got a level Nomi here. Get him to 36, which is really hard. Once SS ranks and SSS ranks came out, ranks started to not matter at all, says Tristan. Oh, they actually realized this, and they started rectifying this with ZZ ranks and above. Ranks were 2 Soultimate levels separate once the ranks started getting high enough because they realized the same thing, Tristan. You know how I was saying that Legends are 1 base rank higher? The new ranks are 2 base Ultimate levels higher than the previous rank, instead of just 1. Now, isn't that something? In other words, NHM made the power creep larger so that the rank differences were more pronounced. Long term, will they add more Puni stuff? They are going to backport Puni while also adding some really cool stuff I can't talk about. What I really like is that they seem to be prioritizing official yokai over fan OCs. I want a fan server to make the original game playable again. I do not want a fan server to play someone's fan fiction. I want to play like the original game stuff. And so, let me just tell you guys, they're cooking something really cool. You got Goruma in a 5-star coin because I cursed you? Uh-oh. They aren't going to do collabs. Collab S ranks are super powerful, yeah. What's up, Laybo? Okay, we got SB's hidden stage. Very cool. You get like a yellow coin from that. Wait, yellow coin Casanova? Is Casanova in the yellow coin, guys? Microscopic chance. Anyone get Casanova from the cheerful coin? Insane luck, if so. They're gonna do the level 5 collabs, yeah. Because level 5 is level 5. And we literally already have Inazuma 11 in the game as icons. So there's no reason to avoid doing the Inazuma collabs when it's already in the game as an icon, because they were teasing it from the start. When we would ask NHN about the Inazuma event, back then it was just one event, they said that they wanted to do it, but it was up to level 5. And obviously level 5 didn't let them do it. That went for a lot of things. Level 5 kind of shot the localization in the foot. Because they didn't care about things outside of Japan. They wanted the success without putting in the work, which goes for a lot of companies, especially children's toy companies. What are you guys talking about? Everything. I'm the lore master for yokai. Always have been. I talk about the craziest stories and lore of the franchise history on my streams. We need unlimited Nyama coins and Y points. Oh, wow. Never let this guy in the kitchen. Second Libertynyan S. Oh my god, 10,000 damage! I've never dealt that much damage in Fever Time. I haven't really tried to earn a high score yet. I'm just playing through stages. Oh, 200 Y? I never made 200 Y. We're getting stronger. Nomi! Let's go! Okay. Here we go. Yeah, back when they brought the movie to theaters, they told me about it before it happened, and I worked with them before it was announced, and I worked with them to announce it on the subreddit and hold like a community giveaway and stuff. We've always had a really good relationship with Level 5 up until they ended support for, you know, international fans. Guys, I do not have anything to do with the official Wib Wob Reloaded developers. I do not manage their Discord, and I don't know the status of it. They did get struck down by level 5, but I don't know if they're going to make a new one or where that would be. I can't tell you because I'm literally not him. I can't make his decisions. I don't know what to tell you. I'm really sorry. I know it's gone. What's up, Zari? They made a new one? Well, there you go, guys. They made a new one. The Discord has nothing to do with the game's status, is what I'm trying to showcase here. The Discord can be down and the game will still be up. I really wanted to show that off. Because a lot of people are confused about that for some reason. I think it's really straightforward, but I sort of get why they'd be confused. Here we go. Oops. Is Granny dead? Yeah. Level 5 hates the West. Someone who works for Level 5 or NHN told me that Hino said some things that kind of suggested that, yeah. It seems they've changed their opinion and resolved to localize things, but I kind of got the impression that Hino didn't really respect the international fan base as much. Low-key. Really low-key. You wonder why? Because Level 5 always focused exclusively on Japan, and they saw extreme success from that. And Hino was very proud of that. Here we go. Trying to make enough money to uncap Nomi here. To get him to level 36 by the time we reach the yokai world. If you're putting Nomi on your team and you're keeping him there for some levels, you really shouldn't have an issue getting him up there. Now, if you wait until you're at the yokai world to start leveling him up beyond 10, you're going to think it's a bit of a grind to evolve High Nomi for the Elder Bloom Seal. But it's kind of like homework. If you start it early, it goes better. Here we go. Yokai Watch flopped in the West because they chose terrible partners who didn't care. And the Level 5 themselves mistreated their employees to hell and back. Disney and Hasbro were the two worst partners to choose. Hasbro neutered the toys. The Yokai Watch literally didn't have a light when that's the entire freaking point. Like, it has that in the anime and the game and everything. You have a whole game mechanic for using the searchlight, and they didn't put a freaking searchlight on the watch because Hasbro wanted to cut costs. Are you kidding me? Hasbro is such a shitty toy developer, and some people take offense to that just because they liked the toys. And yeah, no duh, anything Yokai Watch is going to be good. I freaking love Yokai Watch. If it says Yokai Watch on the box, I think it's awesome. And some people feel the same way, which is cool. But because of that, when I say that Hasbro messed up the Yokai toys, they get personally offended? That's not how it works. I'm not saying you're bad if you like the Hasbro Yokai toys. I love them because they have Yokai on them. But the quality of the toys was objectively lower. They removed the searchlight from the freaking Yokai Watch because Hasbro wanted to spend as little money as possible on the toys. When Bandai specifically called it the Deluxe Yokai Watch, they made it a premium toy. Hasbro didn't care. If you want some more information, I have some really insider info. The only successful role-playing based toys for boys that have ever been successful is which franchise? Can anybody guess? There is only one single role-playing based toy that has ever like made a profit or a meaningful profit for toy companies in America. And I learned this from looking at like actual sheets and stuff and being told this by certain people. Can anybody guess which franchise? Oh my god! No way! No way! Someone got it on the first try? No way, dude! Off the grounder got it. It is Ben 10. Yes, everybody is jealous of Ben 10 and they have no clue what caused it to be so successful. I think that having a really freaking good show caused it to be successful. The creators of Ben 10 were huge fans of anime. The show has references to Fooly Cooly. It has references to Pokemon. Has references to a lot of different anime. Ben 10 is tough, and so is the watch. Does anybody remember the Spider Monkey premiere? The 11th Ben, the premiere movie where they had the countdown live between the commercial breaks and everything on the website? That was like the hypest thing for tiny little toddler me. That was crazy, dude. That was crazy. Ben 10 was the best. If you think Ben 10 is for unks, then that's fine, but your favorite things are probably Undertale and the Amazing Digital Circus. You're in the yokai world, baby? Nice, dude. Get grinding. Here we go. Ben 10 would play after Pokemon, and so I would kind of watch it on accident, and then I was like, oh, damn, this is pretty good, dog. It's got the action. That was a fun one. And then Man of Action kind of used their Ben 10 fame to consult on a lot of different boys shows over the years. And honestly, they're really not that good at what they do outside of the original Ben 10. And they messed up a lot of stuff. But a lot of people don't know about that. They don't know how many shows were touched by Man of Action during the pre-production phase. How many cranks have I done with YMoney? Maybe like 10 or so. I haven't done that many. Go, 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 go! Shout out to their Mega Man cartoon just being Mega Man Ben 10. Yeah, they clearly got that cartoon because of Ben 10, and they screwed it up so bad, man. Like the worst. It's hard to make one of the worst Mega Man adaptations, but they really pulled it off, dude. Congrats for that. And also the toys were just garbo. The release was really bad. Like they coordinated it with the show terribly. Cartoon Network never treats anything properly unless they like own it fully. So they'll do licensing deals to make money off of other people's stuff, but then they won't really care about it or promote it as much as their own things that they own fully, like Teen Titans Go, because it doesn't make them the money. It's weird. It's a weird foot halfway in the door kind of situation. That goes for a lot of Yokai Watch, though. The new Mega Man comics are peak. The Mega Man comics were always peak. I haven't read the new ones, but I have like all the collected volumes of the old ones. I love Mega Man, dude. Mega Man 9 and 10 on WiiWare got me into it when I was little. Okay, what are we trying to do here? Nomi? Uncap him. You're getting a crazy good Isaac run? I love roguelikes. I've never played Isaac. The aesthetic isn't like my thing, but it looks really good. Looks like a great game. A lot of people in the yokai community like Isaac, actually. Probably because they both are, like, crazy games based on mythos, I guess. It's like, ooh, spirits. I think Jesus should be a yokai, but that's just because he died and came back again. And I think that would be great because that's what yokai watch is about. I'm so sorry if that upsets you. I think they're cowards, though, so they'll never do it. Same with Smite. Smite will never add Jesus. Here we go. You gotta rock the Oni Hunter squad on your party. Chimp, Pheasant, Puppy, and Momotaro. I think I have all of them now. Isaac is good if you like bullet hells. Yeah. I like playing bullet hells at the arcade, like Radiant Silvergun and Ikaruga. Death Smiles is crazy if you played that one. I was playing, what was I playing the other day? Parodius was shockingly hard, despite the aesthetic. Here we go. All I'm saying is Baton Q's gimmick is that when he dies, he waits for a bit, and then he waits for like 3 turns, and then he comes back to life. Let me cook. Here we go. Linking up. We have Nomi back on the team. We're trying to make... Don't kill the Dismeraldas. This is a beautiful stage for grinding. They are eerie. Let's stick to this stage, actually. Let's replay it after this. Okay. The Get X bonus ball missions are the best because you can only get it with playing with your hands. You gotta actually, like, play the game and link big Wib Wobs, and it's so easy to get them. Have you considered doing a yokai subreddit review? I mean, I've considered it, Danny Graham, but I don't really know what I would do. I've always figured that it would, like, maybe upset people or something. Honestly, I think the majority of things people post on Reddit are, like, reposted and not very funny. Most of it would just be me saying, oh, man, this is not that funny. Why did it get so many upvotes? Like, if you post literally, all you just have to do is quote Undertale or Deltarune and, like, draw a yokai over it with MS Paint, and you get 1 million upvotes. That's like half the subreddit. Which is fine. It's not like I'm insulting anybody. That's just how Reddit is. Reddit changed how it works over the years. It's very algorithm-based now. If you click a single thread by a single person, it will start recommending you all of that person's posts. It's really weird. Even if somebody doesn't like something or it upsets them, if they keep clicking it on their homepage because it upsets them, Reddit will keep recommending it to them. What that means is every big subreddit naturally gets a lot of trolls from people who don't even like the game, but are getting recommended the subreddit because Reddit knows that they'll leave negative comments. Now ain't that something? Doesn't that explain a lot of the weird behavior you've seen on Reddit over the years? A lot of people don't put 2 and 2 together like that. Ah, crap, I didn't want to kill him. We're not going to do it here. Go. What do you mean it's easy? What's easy? How to get Liberty from the crank. Crank the Kai, baby. Expend a Kai. Or Bingo Kai. For certain viewers out there. Slab bacon. Doesn't matter if you use a score, when you use a score booster's ultimate, use it anytime during Fever. Anytime. They last for 10 seconds, which is exactly as long as Fever time. That's on purpose. Same with attack boosters. Anytime during Fever is fine. Let's do that Dismeralda stage again. Get some cash. Get some levels for Nomi. The sooner Nomi leaves the team, the more money we can make, so... Let's get this guy out of here. Yes, Squid Kid, the music is very nostalgic. Are you guys getting Splatoon Raiders? I am so excited for Splatoon Raiders. I played every Splatoon day 1 since the original on Wii U. Seriously, I got it day 1 on Wii U. I pre-ordered it at Target, and I still have the pre-order card. Because that was the first ever Splatoon merchandise. And so, in America. And so, I'm very excited for Raiders. I've always wanted a single-player Splatoon game. I've always wanted a solo, like, salmon run-based game. And we're kind of getting both in one. I'm definitely going to stream it, so check that out if you like Splatoon. Who are the other attack boosters? You can get Mad Mountain in Shopper's Row. He's the main one. Mad Mountain on Shopper's Row. You can also get Lava Lord as a rare appearance on stage 67. I'm not joking. It is a 5% appearance rate. Yeah, Tristan's excited for Raiders. It's going to be awesome. You can get Raiders for like $35 if you buy it on Japanese Amazon. Just make an Amazon Japan account. I'm serious. 10,000 damage. Here we go. High score. Big XP. Big XP. I was seeing some of the new Famitsu gameplay of Splatoon Raiders. Looked amazing. Check out the Raiders demo. The what? Like at Target? Or did they put it on the eShop today? Does the game release tomorrow in Japan or a day after tomorrow? Niku, you're hyped for Raiders. It looks so good. I love Splatoon, and Salmon Run's my favorite thing ever. I also loved Side Order, but I felt like it wasn't hard enough, and it didn't have enough content or variety. Those were my two complaints about Side Order. Even when I didn't use any of the upgrades from Marina, it was still way too easy, and not enough content. Here we go. You only got one spin from the dartboard? That sucks. Volty, my favorite yokai tribe is Shady. It tends to be the yokai tribe that likes computers and games and stuff. Side Order felt like a first attempt at making a roguelike, which is, you know, fine. Hopefully Nintendo does better ones in the future. I freaking love Groove Spell. Groove Spell is amazing. Especially the secret code version. That makes it even harder. In Rhythm Heaven Groove. What's my favorite Splatoon game from the three main titles, Niku? My favorite might be Splatoon 2. I thought it was so solid. Splatoon 3 had a lot of weird server issues at launch. I don't know. Splatoon 3 is obviously the most fully featured. I don't really like the catalog thing. The Battle Pass catalog thing. That annoys me. I don't like games with that. But Splatoon 3 is, like, objectively the best one, right? You know, with my opinion and bias in the mix, Splatoon 2. Also, Nintendo sent it to me 3 weeks early, which was really fun. They don't do that anymore because people ruin things with leaks. But back in the day, they would do stuff like that. I'm definitely biased. I love all the story modes. Splatoon catalog is still temporary. It still rotates seasonally. So you are still left out of rewards unless you have that fear of missing out and you specifically play when they're telling you to. And that is the point I'm trying to make. That is why I think it's bad. Skittle says, how do you find the solution to hidden stages? This is old info that was documented like 10 years ago. You can find it anywhere on Google. Just search Wib Wob hidden stages. Catalog items go into the sellout machine. Oh, crap. Do I have no clue what I'm talking about? Oh, my God. Tristan, you're so right. Thank you. Okay. If you can get all the catalog items in the sellout machine, then Splatoon 3 is pretty awesome. I just forgot this because I haven't played it since they stopped adding stuff. I played that Final Fest. Who's my favorite alien? I liked the spider monkey the most. I also like the fire guy. I can't remember all their names. Here we go. Did you ever play any Mario and Luigi games? Yes! I loved Partners in Time when it came out on DS, and then I got Bowser's Inside Story as soon as it came out, because I really like Partners in Time. And then the 3DS games just didn't look that good. Apparently they were super easy and stuff like that, so I just didn't get them. And then I played Brothership, and it was like really slow and kind of easy, but an absolutely beautiful game with amazing color theory usage that nobody really points out. I have a lot of screenshots of that game that are really good. Partners in Time is kind of like amazing, but a lot of people can't handle that, apparently. I don't know why it's so hated. Statiking has a 1% befriend rate, so yeah. And a 5% appearance rate. Tristan says the start of Brothership was mid, but the end was peak. My save corrupted halfway through, so I stopped playing it. Oops. Niku says objectively Splatoon 3 is the best, but Splatoon 1 will always be your favorite. Splatoon 1 was just different. It's kind of like Wib Wob in a way. It was simpler. They had less of, like, the crazy crap. Like, I love the squid jump, but obviously Splatoon 1 not having that is also part of the appeal. And honestly, Splatoon was made around the idea of having the map on the gamepad. And taking that away, the series lost something that never really came back. I know a lot of people will be like, get over it, you can pull it up with a button. But honestly, being able to view the map at any time on the bottom screen was really fun and really cool. And it was just something that made the game so unique and fun. And, I really liked it. A lot of people don't like the bros moves as items for what? Was that Partners in Time or Brothership? Did I play Majora's Mask? Yeah, on Wii's Virtual Console. I really loved Ocarina of Time. I like Majora's Mask a lot too. It was super unique. But I liked Ocarina for being more conventional. These days I appreciate Majora's Mask for really taking a lot of risks. I played like not really every Nintendo game, but I played almost every Nintendo game. Except like Captain Rainbow and stuff. Medium Explorer. Did I play Banjo and Kazooie Nuts and Bolts for Xbox? I did not. That is definitely not a Nintendo game. I do play non-Nintendo games. I always have. But mainly PlayStation, not Xbox. I love Kingdom Hearts. Here we go. Libertynyan S getting up there. Nomi getting up there. Missions. Here we go. Royal Pancakes. Thank you for the delicious pancakes. Small X4 for popping 20,000. Change that to a holy. What the heck is that reward? Desperado says, can't believe you like Chain of Memories. I like anything with cards in it, dude. Why are you leveling up Nomi so much? He is a seal for Elder Bloom. You gotta evolve him into High Nomi, his evolution, at level 36. And then he will evolve, and his evolution unseals Elder Bloom alongside Statiking. We will evolve Nomi as we make our way to the Yokai world. At the same time, we're saving up money to buy spirits, because you're gonna need 500 plus spirits to get Statiking at a 1% rate, appearing 1/20th of the time. We're probably going to want to go max out Schmoopy before we do that. That will be really fast and easy. He appears every few plays if you feed burgers to all the Schmoopies. Well, I keep killing the third target and lowering our YMoney. There you go. You play Puni anymore, asked Kimmy. No, a lot of people quit Puni because it started getting really pay to win. They introduced classic yokai like Chanson with a $50 coin that has a 50% chance of giving one yokai and a 50% chance of giving the other. So it's a $50 50-50 coin flip. It's such an offensively like gambling focused product. A lot of people quit over that. At the same time, they started using AI for the concept art for the new events, which is really sad. Also, the community is kind of crappy. A lot of people cheat. You know, a lot of people make fun of you if you don't like that, and they bully you for it. And, you know, when the community isn't there, it really makes me not want to play. Because the community was what I really liked back in the day, and the fact that it's changed so much, and, you know, a lot of new people, obviously. But, I think people have experienced this for other games as well. Some other game communities have experienced this. You hate how level 5 has been using AI? Me too. So if they're feeding AI art to NHN and NHN is making 3D models based on the AI art, that's enough for me to quit. Some people think that that doesn't count. I think it counts as using AI if the design reference artwork is by AI. And now they're making yokai pachinko games. Yeah, it's sad how desperate they are to make money now. Does evolving work right now? Yeah. Okay, guys. Yeah. Here we go. Score up. Nomi. Innocent world. That world is very innocent, bro. Holy Horror Mansion is using a lot of AI for that concept trailer, yeah. It was all AI. You hate the fact that the future might have unreasonable abundance of AI. Do you guys go outside? Like, no offense. But I was at the mall the other day, and everything is AI. You realize this, right? I am in a very mainstream state, a very mainstream, like town. It's not like I live in the middle of nowhere, okay? I'm not going to say where I live, but... everything, all of the signage for every store was clearly with AI. I'm really good at identifying this stuff. A lot of those stands were just selling a bunch of products using AI designs. A bunch of ads, flyers posted around the mall for other stores were using AI to design the flyers. And if everybody else is doing it in the mall, why wouldn't you be doing it to compete with them, right? It's really sad. It's super, super sad. But also, when people wonder if AI is out in the is like taking over the world, it's like, oh, dude, it already has. We're already cooked. Capcom already says that they're using AI for Resident Evil and Monster Hunter and blah, blah, blah. Sony's using AI for all their new games, like Fair Games. Their whole marketing feature for Fair Games is using AI to develop masks, generate masks for your characters. It really sucks. I don't like it. Lame stuff. Cheesy and lame. I don't like stuff that's corny and lame. But I've always had weird standards. The game isn't kicking you out for picking a gender. You're actually just picking an icon, and the icon, you know, initializes the data for your account because the icon is the first data saved. You can change your icon at any time, and it doesn't impact what they call you. If it's kicking you out, uninstall. Try installing on a different device. I'm not sure. Try completely uninstalling. Have you played Sonic 06? No, I haven't. I've played a lot of the Sonic games, and I was super, super into Sonic when I was little. I loved Sonic X and Kirby Right Back at Ya on, like, Foxbox and Jetix. I was, like, turbo little. Like a fetus when that was happening, though. You'd have to spray water on me every few minutes so I wouldn't dry out because I was outside the womb. Nomi is ready to evolve. Evolve now. Level 32? I thought it was level 36. Level 32. Nomi has evolved into High Nomi. Let's go, guys. And this should unlock a seal for Elderloom. It didn't play the cutscene, but it should unlock, guys. Trust. So it is level 32 that he evolves, so it's really not too bad. You level him up supernaturally. Okay, I shouldn't have said it like that. You level him up in a very natural manner. Okay? High Nomi is right here. Sonic X and Kirby right back at you. We're so good. Yes. Okay, so he's super rare in the yokai world. He's on Shopper's Row. Okay. So now we just got to go to Shopper's Row to grab Giga G-san. Or, what's his name? Papa Windbag. And he likes soba noodles. They are kind of pricey. I don't think we can get soba noodles yet. Oh, yeah, we can. Okay. That's a lot of YMoney. Level 36 is for Lion. You're right. Nice memory. Alright, let's find Schmoopy. Keep him at level 10. Don't uncap him, because you want to do these stages without killing the yokai. Schmoopy multiplies with the food increase, so if you're using 4-star food, you gotta use Schmoopy 3 times. Oh, you gotta use Tublapa, so it's easier to make Schmoopy come out. Tublapa hides himself. A lot of people underestimate this ability because they don't really, like, play the game without spamming the screen, you know what I mean? And so, hiders are very execution-based. They don't really deal damage when they get set off, and that's what makes people not like them. But they hide themselves, which decreases the falling blocks from 5 to 4. If you play puzzle games, if you literally play puzzle games, like you actually play falling block puzzle games, then you know that decreasing the number of blocks by 1 is insane. It's insanely powerful. If you think of like Bejeweled or whatever, the red jewels aren't going to appear anymore. It's really, really powerful. But you have to like actually be playing the game well in order for it to seem powerful. So a lot of people will just be like, this yokai has never performed well for me, so it sucks. And it's like, well, yeah, if you're saying that, then you haven't used them well. You can't really say that a lot about mobile games, but you can actually say that about hiders and Wib Wob. The same goes for fully leveled up stunners. Stunners are ass until you fully leveled up their Ultimate. And then once you finally level it up to max, their Ultimate is really good. Hiders are good at Ultimate 1, though. Watch. So we have no Schmoopy on the board. We need Schmoopies. You're replaying Bejeweled? I re-downloaded all of PopCap's old games because I was feeling nostalgic. I went on a certain website that is very elite, and I downloaded the old PopCap games bundle. Do you see how many Schmoopy fell? Do you see how many Schmoopy fell there? That's because we used the Hider's Ultimate. Now, I was taking too long to demonstrate it. But, because I started talking about Bejeweled, but. So don't feed the yokai till you get into Fever, because you might do that. The official Discord server for the game got sniped, but the actual game is working. Hey, Detective Neon, what's up, dude? Welcome back. Here we go. Oh, I have an extra soba noodles from a mission? We're so back. So we're just going to flood Schmoopy real quick. And flooding is a term that us Wib Wobbers came up with. I might have even been the one to come up with it, I believe. Because I was trying to come up with terms for the different playstyles in Wib Wob. So I might have come up with it from outwildwood.net. But either way, flooding is just when you tap every Wib Wob that's not the one you're looking for. That's all it means. Okay, so we're going to use Hide. He's not meant to deal damage here. Okay. Look at how easy that was. So I think we got 2 Ultimates off there so far. Uh-oh. We gotta continue here because we used the food. The food costs 500, so don't waste it. And this should be the third Schmoopy's ultimate. So we're going to build less for attack and more for health. We're going to rebuild our team so we have more health. If we had Demona, she'd be really useful here because she has low attack, high HP, and unity with Schmoopy. Now, Schmoopy's ultimate actually is filling, which means that we only used him twice. Oh, guys. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Glad I could help out Kimmy. Hope everything's going well tonight. Now that we've used all 3 Soultimates, we're going to massively increase Zero's, not Zero, but Papa Windbag's befriending rate in combination with the 4-star food. It's all going to be worth it here. And we're going to make some money back by trying to deal as much damage as possible during this fever, right? How do you get Zero? You got to crank him from the Crank-a-kai. Obviously, we didn't get him because it, you know, takes a few tries. We're going to change up our team there. We spent too long. We're going to use someone for HP. Let's see who we have. Shogunyan? Beetler? Probably Beetler. Whoa, Robonyan. Crazy HP. But Beetler gives the unity, you know? Oh, Hinomi. That's right. And Pepion. Okay. We're going to do maybe Pepion because he's a healer. Uh-oh. It'll be back, right? Yeah, Shobonyan's in the game. From Yokai 3. Main's usually short. He's usually just adding something. Damn, bro, what's up, dude? Welcome back. There it is, there it is. Yeah. Okay. We're back. Here we go. You said he'd add that soon. I was checking. Okay, Cheerful Coin. I want Casanova from this so bad. I need it. Big rewards. Even the VTuber model looks shocked. I tried my hardest to program it to be able to do that, basically. Bonus balls. Okay. Okay. I want the Nyakebi icon. That's what I used to use. He added Discord link to the news. That sounds like an awful idea. That sounds dystopian. Imagine you download a 10-year-old game to relive the old days and the first thing you see is Discord. I think I would actually cry. No, seriously. Okay. Q. Okay, Fever. Schmoopy. Big links here. Okay. Okay. That's the second one. I don't think we can squeeze the third one in. We were progressing through the story, but now that we got High Nomi to evolve from Nomi, we are trying to get Papa win back because we really need Elder Bloom for our team because he lets you make more YMoney. Their Discord server got taken down by level 5, but the actual game is working, and that's why I'm streaming, to show that. Oh, damn, dude. He's making a new one. What program do I use for the model? Unity? Some of the model stuff is licensed, like the hair and the clothes. From a Fanbox creator. Some of it is from Fantasy Life Eye or Yokai Watch. I painted the textures in Substance Painter. And I edit 3D models in my Iron Blender. It's supposed to be my Fantasy Life Eye avatar. And then I have a yokai on my head. And so this is why you spend money on spirits instead of wasting it on the Crank-a-kai. I wanted to give you guys the thrill of a crank. Because we failed that coin big time. Unfortunately, we just got Monkeynyan. I'm going 8. Now, if you're wondering, Monkeynyan's actually secretly really good for YMoney baking. And so he has an all attack. If you level him up multiple times by pulling him multiples in the Crank-a-kai, then he will actually deal a decent amount of damage and even be stronger than Chihuahua eventually. Because Chihuahua is ridiculously difficult to befriend from his stage. It's only a 1% chance. You might not get him by the time that you level up Monkeynyan through the Crank-a-kai. And if that happens, evaluate Monkeynyan's abilities to create money for you, because it might actually be pretty good. Oh crap, I was supposed to buy soba noodles with that. And now we're screwed. It's fine. Just keep playing the stage till he befriends. Ah, jeez, man. What's he adding? You keep getting every S rank other than Unikirin? I guess you don't need him yet. You only need him when the Yokai 2 content comes around, right? You got Windbag without food? It's possible. He's just a C rank. The base rate is pretty high. It's like 8% or something. And then Schmoopy raises it a lot. You want to get this Schmoopy off 3 times. Befrienders stack in this game, and you can use each Ultimate up to 3 times. It's a great system. Schmoopy's really strong, so max him out immediately. The gap between B and A rank rates is insane, I agree. I don't know why A and S ranks are the same exact rate either. Nice. Aw. There you go. My thing says servers are up. You gotta fuse your, that is so funny, man. This is the funniest thing ever. This is too funny. This is so funny, man. To be honest, seeing Discord in my Wib Wob is, like, deeply upsetting. That is so dystopian, but I get why he had to do it. It's unfortunate that the server was taken down. So I'll let it slide. But seeing Discord when I open the news for Wib Wob is so sad, man. That is so 2026 is all I'm trying to say. Wib Wob is so 2016. Discord when you open the news is very 2026. It is very cool he was able to do that, though. Have I got Nurse Tungus? Yes. You gotta fuse Nurse Tungus because Nurse Tungus is an Elder Bloom seal as well. And when you fuse a yokai to evolve, it resets their ultimate level because NHN is evil and hates you. And as a result, I would say promoting Discord everywhere you can is 2026. Absolutely, yeah. As somebody who was a Discord partner back in 2017, I definitely know a lot about Discord and its life and how it's progressed. I have the sweatshirt and everything. You got lucky today and got Pepion from the login special coin? Ultra Zeta rank member Super Crusher, welcome back. It's great to see you. And congratulations on your amazing pull. We're actually using Pepion right here to give us an HP boost while trying to befriend Papa Windbag. Now you gotta do everything we're doing on the stream today to unseal your Elder Bloom. Is Wib Wob coming back to the App Store? No, this is not official. This is fan-made. It can't be on the App Store. During COVID, Discord went from promoting itself as a niche gaming app for gamers to replace Curse Voice to promoting itself for children to use for school, for their school groups. The platform changed for sure. And I think a lot of people who started to use it in the past 5 or so years don't fully see that. People forget that Discord used to promise that they would never ever sell your data or do anything to make money, which obviously was unfeasible. But that's pretty insane. They used to say that on their website. Like their team website. After getting 3 Slither F in a row, that's sad. You got Sweltarier? That's fantastic. I gotta lock in here so I don't lose. Use Pepion a few times. I keep telling stories mid-stage and losing. We have our ultimates up. We got this. Okay, just kill, honestly. Guys, if you check the news in the game, it has the Discord server link. You're trying to get Steppa for the seal. Steppa is not the seal. Rith is the seal. If their names are hard to remember, that's because they were changed. They're supposed to be types of seaweed in Japanese. They're just named after the types of seaweed they're supposed to be. But anyway, Rith is the one that's the seal. It's the girl. Yeah. Will he do S-rank rate ups or small stuff like that? Right now, Libertynyan, A, and S have a 1.5 times rate up. But that's actually a really bad rate up, and I don't think he realizes that. They never do that. They never do 1.5 times. It's always 2 times. I think it's just something to get the game going. But I still think it's kind of a weird rate up to do. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. I did get Libertynyan S, which is nice. You pulled both before they rate up? I mean, yeah, 1.5 is not that much of a difference. What do you play Wib Wob on? It's a really old Samsung tablet. It costs $20 on eBay. You do not need something good to run this game because it's an old game. You forgot the Oni crank was a thing? Zachary, the Oni crank isn't implemented because there's nothing to go in it. I think people expect better rates from the Oni crank, but that must be because they didn't play the original Wib Wob. Oni crank did not have better rates in Wib Wob. It just had different yokai. Sure, it had the fever thing every 10 cranks, but that just gave you a higher rate of A or S rank. It didn't really do anything good for you. You can see me spending millions of Y money on my old streams, and Oni crank sucked. It was not different at all. I think people want different yokai is why they want to crank the Oni crank. Maybe they expect different rates, but Wib Wob's Oni crank had ass rates, and everyone knew that. So it certainly can't be that. Anyways, Tavor wants to run Oni crank as a higher rate crank with different yokai, which I love, but it's not implemented yet, so give it time. Yeah, so in case you didn't know the lore, in Japan, the names of the seaweed yokai, they're named after different seaweed. Wiglin is supposed to be sweet seaweed. Stepa is supposed to be bitter seaweed. And then Rith is supposed to be the girly tasting seaweed, you know? It's all, it's named after different flavors. Oni crank was just there to drain Y money by making it cost more because we were getting stronger yokai. You are correct, Ultra Zeta Rank Super Crusher. That is exactly why they did it. They knew that the stronger yokai, they knew from experience that the stronger yokai would let people make more money faster. And so to curb that, they gave us the 4,500 costing Oni crank before the Dream Roulette was supposed to arrive. Is it better on Android or iOS? It runs better on iOS, but it's easier to install on Android. If you have a PC, it's super easy to install on both devices, though. Check my tutorials. Off the grounder, if you go to the supermarket in Japan, you'll see the seaweed that looks like a girl with a little bow on its hair. It's a real thing. Trust me, bro. How are you so fast with tapping and linking? Well, this is a game. I know that people are used to games doing everything for them and letting them win automatically, but something I like about this game is that you have to like look and think about how you're going to link things and stuff. Basically, the more that you play the game, the better you instinctually get because you're training a skill. It's like playing an action game and having difficulty with a boss fight. I'm serious. I know that a lot of people don't think about it that way, but that's really how it is, and that's what makes Wib Wob so compelling. It's always random how they're dropping, and you always got to be looking at them and thinking about how you're going to best link and pop them, and how you're going to pop them to get things to drop how you want. It's really nice, and it's really fun, and there's always a way to improve. And you can't overthink it either. You just got to play. You play on iPhone 17 Pro Max? I am so jealous, man. I'm so jealous. I have an iPhone X. Let's see here. I'm playing on an old Samsung tablet, though. Are you trying to befriend him? Yes, we are. Rainy Cow, what's up? Welcome. We are trying to befriend him to unseal Elderbloom, who's really good for making Y money. Here we go. What story stage are we on? We are about to head into the Excellent Tower, I think. There's Schmoopy. Okay, Pepion is helping big time with his heals. I mean, 500 is like a significant chunk of our HP. There you go. You got it. You'll get better at counting things visually quickly and stuff like that when you play this game. Your newer low-end Android runs it in Virtual OS pretty well. Yikes. That's scuffed, but good. Okay, here we go. We have Libertynyan S. We're trying to level him up as we attempt to befriend Papa Windbag here. Who is needed for Elderbloom as aided Smithy. I'm working on a video on it. You need Statiking, a rare appearance from the yokai world. You gotta level your Nomi. You gotta pull Pepion, the S rank from the crank. This game is so laggy on my old Android tablet. It is a bit difficult to link and pop correctly. Sometimes I tap the wrong thing. You're not alone. The lower the frame rate, the harder it is to sort of tap accurately. Okay. Here we go. Fever time incoming. Go. And big Peppy on heal. What's the best way to get better yokai? Definitely getting lucky in the Crankakai. But some yokai like Zero can be friended on later stages. If you progress and you get to the Infinite Inferno, some stronger yokai are there. Like Zero at the very end. Here we go. Okay. Pepion bringing in another heal here. Very important. Here we go. You're about to beat the Infinite Inferno, Noid? Nice job. That's hard. Takes a while. Alright, Fever time to disable him. Heal. We should be fine here to get the final Schmoopy off. If I go fast enough, which I will. $229, we're fine. Okay. Here we go. Every HP matters. Schmoopy fully used. Soba Noodle used. Maxing his befriend right here. How long until they add the Divine Paradise? It's, you know, it's already ready to be played, but they gotta add the Yokai 2 maps first. They have to get rare item drops functional before they can add the Yokai 2 maps. Schmoopy is 5. So he's pretty strong. Is it better to only cap your attackers? Yeah, because money is kind of thin right now. I think he's going to half the cost of level caps, though. Welcome, Shuppet for Life. Welcome back. Libertynyan S is really good. Elder Bloom is also really good. We're trying to get Papa Windbag here. He does not want to befriend us. Papa Windbag significantly easier to befriend than Statiking, and we haven't even tried to befriend Statiking yet. Okay. I'm getting better with this team. I know what we're trying to do now. Why are they holding off on releasing McCracken's boss stage? Because it literally doesn't function. They can't get the release to work. You have to do this hidden stage crap. Look at Robert's video. Until they get that to work, they can't make McCracken accessible. My bad here? There you go. Second Schmoopy, go! And then bonus ball. Heal. Are adding Punish Ultimates to this, is it impossible? It's possible for the Android version. They still got to figure it out for the iOS version, so no promises. But it might happen, if you know what I mean. They dropped a teaser for Wib Wob me event. I already know all the contents. I can't talk about it. What's the teaser? We got Mimic King teaser. Yes, dude. Okay, so they figured out how to import models into the game. And so backporting characters who are not added to Puni yet is now possible. It's insane. Really cool. Really, really cool. He's super strong, too. It's going to be insane. It's actually a crazy achievement. No Frognon. No OCs. Please, guys, I'm begging. Putting Discord in the news announcements is one thing. Adding OCs is another. If they're going to backport characters from the 3DS game, okay, that's really cool. Adding OCs, no. Because then what if people think the model looks bad and they hate it? Why does nobody ever consider that? Okay, here we go. Official content and fan content is pretty different to me. It's pretty different feeling. I really just like official content. Hey, Spooky Squash, what's up? Hooligan Road is bugged. Yeah, I was talking about that. Okay, Cyril. Go. Yeah. Tap, tap, tap. Come on, befriend. Aw. We should have enough for Soba now, yeah. Okay, let's try a Soba run. When does Befriend a Boss come out? When it comes out. They're working on it. Rare drops do not work right now, so. Things like inbox and rare item drops have kind of been coming tomorrow for the past week. You guys gotta give him time because they're harder to add than he expected. They're doing a great job. Like, the inbox doesn't work, so we can't, send each other spirits. Which obviously impacts the economy. But I bought a bunch earlier, so I don't have to worry about it right now. Because I didn't want to worry about spirits on stream, you know? Okay. One. You just gamble whenever you can unless you have 10 spirits? Yeah. I mean, that's not really how you get Statiking. Statiking's going to cost you like 500 spirits. So you can do that, but you're going to miss out on stuff. You're probably just going to pull a bunch of B ranks. You want to invest in the level caps for your already strong yokai, like Libertynyan, if you have him. Or spirits. Even when they add spirit sending, rare yokai are really hard to get or grind this ultimate levels for. Do you know how to get Scarisol? You cannot fuse him in this game. He's in the crank. I'll make sure to tell Super Tavor to add him to the Oni crank. I was making him an Oni crank list. It turns out that Scarisol was never added to Wib Wob, but he was added to Puni. So, you know, I'll make sure that that's in a second list that I send him. Uh-oh, guys. Come on. Got him. Okay. Tapping the Charming and Heartful yokai to deal more damage. You got Statiking and 30 spirits and 1 Odin? Nice, dude. Great job. That's super lucky. Burley isn't really necessary for this stage, and he might be bringing down our HP. Let's see what we can do about it. Oh, I can do Comus on S? Yo, let's do that. Kijinyan. Sure. How do you access the Inferno? I forget. Because, yeah, McCracken is bugged. Place Comus on A and Comus on D together. Oh, I don't have the YMoney. Inferno's after Hooligan Road? Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Tambro. Okay. There he goes. Libertynyan. I totally forgot about this horrifying voice clip. Okay. Go. Schmoopy. One Schmoopy. Heal. Heal. I want to make sure I get my money's worth when I use the Soba, can you tell? There you go. Double heals. Second Schmoopy comes in. We've got one left. Can we do it? Ah, no. I forgot to use him, too. We'll get Papa eventually. Okay, pop everything that's not Schmoopy. That was an easy fever and I dropped it. Alright, don't misuse the bonus balls. There you go. Schmoopy 1. Soba's very expensive and it's only 4-star, yeah. You don't have any other options. Okay. More healing. This should be the last Schmoopy we need. Schmoopy, go. Yep, okay. His soul gauge did not fill there, so we used all 3 ultimates, we know for sure. 0 for the damage up. And Libertynyan. We had to use a lot of ultimates there. We did use the Soba Noodles there, right? Okay. That was a triple Schmoopy Soba Noodle run. We gotta get him here. Come on. We have to. That was hard. Ah! It actually worked! We got him! It seriously worked, you guys! No way! Oh my god, we actually got Papa Windbag from the triple Schmoopy Soba. That was so worth it. It really worked. Guess what? Guess what? I want to be your friend. All right, that is fantastic. Get in there. Get in the medallion. Easy win. Here you go. Schmoopy is really strong now, especially when you use 4-star food. Schmoopy gives a bigger boost when your food is stronger. I'm serious. That's how he works. So now the only yokai that we need for Elder Bloom is Statiking, who is the rare appearance in the yokai world. Awesome. Okay, he was tough to get. Here we go. So then we swap back in Burly, Taronyan, and Shogunyan for mega money making. Oh, Papa Windbag is a C rank attack booster, by the way. He's a great yokai. Okay. What does Momonyan do? He is a line popper. I also pulled him twice, so his Sultimate is as powerful as a Sultimate 1 Shogunyan. Because I pulled him twice from the Crankakai. He's Sultimate 2. Especially since he's like level 30, because I've been using him since I started the game. He's nice and strong for making some YMoney. Casually while going through stages, you know? You want to balance this team that gets up quickly. A team that performs consistently on single target stages and double target stages. So like only an all attacker isn't going to get you that much money when playing through stages. Because a lot of stages are 1 or 2 targets, you know? Here we go. Burly. So you actually want to use Taronyan before you use Shogunyan, because Shogunyan pops randomly. As long as there are Wib Wobs on the board, he'll deal full damage. Taronyan pops that specific line there on the board, so if Shogunyan randomly selects anyone that Taronyan's going to pop, then he decreases Taronyan's damage. Our teams are different, Shubbit? That's really good. That's really good. You can kind of use whoever you want in this game. There are a lot of ways to make your favorite yokai work, which does not apply to Puni. So feel free to use whichever yokai you like, even if they're sort of bad. Mad Mountain is better than Windbag. That's not true. They have the same exact strength ultimate. He spawns 3 at once and isn't picky with food, says Tambro. Mad Mountain is easier to befriend than Papa Windbag, but that doesn't make his ultimate better. That doesn't make him a better yokai. If someone pulls Papa Windbag from a bunch of purple coins that can drop Papa Windbag, he's going to be stronger than Mad Mountain, and they have the same ultimate level. So let's not say he's worse than Mad Mountain. He's harder to befriend, which is annoying. And gives you a low opinion of him. But as a unit, he's actually identical. And he has unity with Prison Breaker when he comes out. Just had curry? Very nice. Yokai love curry. If you were a yokai, that would be your favorite food. Do pop Zultsu extra if they pop a big Wib Wob? Yes, they do. And it scales off of that specific yokai's attack stat. So if Shogunyan only happens to pop Burly Wib Wobs, he will deal just a little bit of damage. Or like a little bit less. Here we go. Goated yokai on screen. Says Desperado, you mean Cheek Squeak or Slice and Rice? You better mean Slice and Rice. Don't you love how Flamer Ice is like a Yokai 2 map character instead of evolving from Slice and Rice? Tambro, you thought attack was added all the time? No, the way this ultimate calculates is kind of difficult for poppers. The attack of the ultimate using yokai is relevant, but the attack of the popped Wib Wobs is also relevant. What happened to the Wib Wob Reloaded Discord? It got taken down by level 5. I have nothing to do with it. I believe they made a new one. It is linked in the news for Wib Wob. Can't you adjust Evos and fusions to make stuff by Flame or Ice work? You can do whatever you want, but why would you do that? Did you play Wib Wob or Puni? Do you know how much people hate the evolution mechanic? There's no need to change something just for the hell of it. You can genuinely make the game worse very quickly by doing that. And letting Slice and Rice evolve would probably be one of those changes for some people. It would be cool, but the Evo system sucks because it erases your yokai's base ultimate level and resets their level back to 1 when leveling them up. A lot of people would be really upset if we added evolutions. And when I say we, I mean they, because I don't really make those changes. Hopefully that makes sense. How long has this been out for? Like a week? Oh, I meant to pop the bonus ball. This kind of decreases his damage by a lot. Burley, go! Yeah. Brave deals less damage to Shady and Eerie, but Heartful deals more damage, so it evens out. Damage, go. Okay. Pop for extra damage with your fingers, pitter-patter them. It actually adds up. Okay. 173 YMoney, nice. We gotta save up for Oden, and we gotta save up for, Spirits. Do you think level 5 will cease and desist as Venocta's best yokai? It's not possible due to the location that the server is being hosted. He doesn't care. Wigglin doesn't evolve into Calpacabana in this game, and if he did, people would be very upset. Because Wigglin is one of the best E-ranks in the entire game, you want to max out his ultimate as quickly as possible. And Calpacabana was added as an event yokai way later on in Puni. So, when Wib Wob Reloaded adds Calpacabana, if they add him in as an evolution, it's going to reset everybody's Wigglin, and they're going to hate it. The Evo system is genuinely so bad in this game. But it was like a super early gacha game. They were very experimental, so. A lot of people like Evos, a lot of yokai fans like Evos because, oh, evolution is cool. But people who like really play Wib Wob and Puni don't like Evos because they ruin the game. Unfortunately, they're poorly implemented. But yeah, Calpacabana will be added as like a event stage. He's a great C-rank attack booster. For like Libertynyan, he would be great, yeah. He should do that. Do they have the ability to change the evolution mechanic as Konabo? No. That would be too base level of a change for them to make. I do believe. If you could change it, I would love to see all the Evos added. Wouldn't that also mean being prompted to evolve them after every battle when they're at 50? Wouldn't that be awful? Here we go. Do you know the new server limit? 8,000 people at once. Or so he says. They got close to it, though. Okay. Sure. Nice! New high score! Over 11,000 damage. Our yokai are seriously leveling up. Libertynyan gets way stronger with each level. I'm serious. Over 200 YMoney. We're going crazy. Big time damage. Alright. Stage 135 for Phantasmarai here. Do Shrine Boost Befrienders and Food stack? Befrienders and Food stack, Shrine Boost doesn't. Shrine Boost does nothing unless you get no dialogue, in which case it gives you free 3-star food. Shrine Boost stacks with Befriender. Shrine Boost doesn't stack with food because it replaces food if you don't feed. That's not really how it works in Puni now, though, so I think they should change it. Shrine Boost stacks with food now in Puni. I know this for a fact. I tested it. Because people were debating it. Did Wib Wob have unused yokai? No. There's nothing unused that Wib Wob has for Wib Wob Reloaded to use. Wib Wob used everything that it could use, basically. Yeah. Yeah, the orbs that QB's Soultimate makes counts as a Soultimate finish, because you're finishing with damage from the Soultimate, which is really nice. $200, where'd they get the source code for the game? They decompiled it using Ghidra, which is it's like an AI decompilation or backwards reverse engineering software, an AI reverse engineering software by the U.S. government. I'm serious. It's crazy. It's really crazy stuff. That's how most games are being ported to PC now. If you hear about those projects, they use the same tool. All those decompilation projects, like Pokemon. The game's being worked on by real humans. Search up Ghidra if you haven't heard of it. Using AI to decrypt encrypted stuff is kind of common these days, so I really hate AI usage in general, but I get it. That's usually the only way that old encrypted files get decrypted, is by feeding it to AI, and then AI figures it out instantly. That's just kind of what people do now. Here we go. Saving up for another Spirit Bomb for Statiking. Triple Boy Clops. Very nice. Yeah, we rarely see this Gourd Pond, Breezy Hills map. It's such a nostalgia blast, because you never really have a reason to go to it in Puni. It doesn't really have a function like the Wildwood map or whatever. There are no missions that have you go there. There are no crazy yokai or items that make you revisit it. But it's a really cool map, and I love the dinosaur that you can tap to make it roar. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. There will be no AI-generated images in Wib Wob Reloaded. If they truly have nobody else to make graphics, I am absolutely available so they don't have to use AI. I've told them that too. I've been like, I don't want you guys using AI. I think it will lower people's opinion of the project, so just let me know if you need something, like translation or whatever. Oh, this battle background. Yes, you're correct. In the 3DS games, it's like super rare. You gotta be specifically at the Gourd Pond. You're right. Yeah. And it's hard to unlock for PvP because of that. Some people don't have it. Here you go. Flumpy and Mad Mountain. Let's go. Can we feed Mad Mountain? Yes, we can. Sushi. All right. Is the server dead? Asks Dark Dusk. The server is working right now. Their Discord server got nuked by level 5, but that doesn't really have anything to do with the real game. You can obviously enjoy the game without joining a Discord server, and I think that is the correct way to do it. I think a lot of games try to get you to join their Discord now. Wib Wob's a retro game. Here we go. Yeah, I'm playing on servers that literally don't work. This is all in my imagination. Well, that's like the only other option. Oh, I killed Flumpy too early. My bad. Yeah, Jamimus, you're not wrong. Breezy Hills is a pretty irrelevant area overall. I like how they expanded it with that, like, secret forest area and the jumbo slider and stuff. Yeah, they uploaded a new Discord. Go, go, go! Got. Nice. Pitter patter pop damage. Here we go. Awfully awkward. Here we go, you guys. It is the boss of Gourd Pond Museum, Phantasmarai. Here he is. Big boss fight incoming. I love this guy and the little mouse inside. Oh my, just look at the armor on this one. You won't be damaging him in a hurry. Not unless you can pop a hammer Wib Wob or two, that is. Do that and something lovely will happen, I promise. Keep your eyes on the prize and pop, pop, pop. Tactical info doesn't work. Okay. You want to get your ultimates up before popping the hammers. Otherwise, you're in trouble. And you don't want to head into Fever until after you pop the hammers, otherwise you freeze him. And he can't come out of the armor until after Fever. You know what I mean? Okay, we got him. Okay, now freeze him with Fever time. Okay. Go. Tap, tap, tap. Okay. Go Shogunyan, kill him. Cut his head off. Can we kill him with some taps? Bop, bop, bop. It's hard to kill him with taps because the hammers will come down. Got him. There we go. He's basically the same as Sproink, yeah, except you don't even have to retarget. For Sproink, you gotta target the belly button. Here, you don't even have to do that. Manipulated by a mouse. Who would have thought it? And look at that. The Cloud Scrapers in sight. They really didn't have a localization for Yokai 2 set in stone yet. Calling the EX tree the Cloud Scraper. I love the weird proto-localization of Wib Wob. Not far now. Let's get a move on. It's called the Sakura EX tree. The weather's far too good to waste. The weather sucks, man. It's awful outside right now. Server's not dead. Server is alive. It's right here. Their Discord got taken down, which is fine. Is it worth it to play the sewer maps? Yes, you get secret books called Soul Secrets. They level up your yokai. They are extremely rare. Use your Soul Secrets wisely. I'm using them on Elderbloom and Libertynyan S. Libertynyan is exclusive to the Crank, Joel. What's up? That's way too much YMoney to spend. I will befriend. Guys, look. If you guys are looking for it, a lot of people wonder, did they use yokai with a capital K anywhere in the original Yokai Watch localization? And I've always told people there were instances where they would do it. It was common for them to make this mistake officially. But then a lot of this stuff has gotten lost over time. And me, who has been consistently into Yokai Watch since day one, even in Japan, before the localization was announced, I remember these things, and people will gaslight me and say it didn't happen. Here's a very clear example of yokai with a capital K being used in the official localization. You can see it down here at the bottom, ask a yokai for help. They would do it all the time. They didn't really care. Obviously, the bottom, the lowercase k, is the correct one, but it really doesn't matter. And when they were communicating with me over email, level 5 would use YKW to abbreviate Yokai Watch, even when I would use YW. So there's really no use getting freaky about whether people abbreviate it as YKW or YW, because level 5 Abby themselves would use YKW for Yokai Watch abbreviation. In the code, in the files, they use YW to abbreviate the files, so some people think they're really cool for using YW instead of YKW, but it genuinely doesn't matter, and you might be crazy if you think it does. That's just my take, though. Lately, people have been starting to argue over that, and I don't really understand why. Just random lore about level 5 is what you missed there. What's up, Libertynyan? Missed the sun. You take the moon, you take the sun. I was watching Chowder clips the other day on YouTube. I freaking love Chowder on Cartoon Network. And Flapjack was so weird, man. And then he went on to make Gravity Falls, which was also weird. Great show. Here we go. Swolterior on the 5-star. We got this. Let's go, boys. Aw, tingling. Hey, Rhinoggin! He's not bad. He is a single attacker. He deals a decent amount of damage. Thanks for getting me out of there. I'll gladly be your friend. Yeah, ask a friend for help doesn't work yet. You can't send things to friends. The inbox doesn't work yet. He needs to fix the inbox. He's working on it. Rare item drops don't work yet, so you can't do the fusion evos. It's all coming eventually. Yes! Lava Lord, let's go! He is a rare appearance, so he's super annoying to befriend. He is also a Komashira seal. And he is a great B rank attack booster, so he's really good. I've been waiting for someone like you to come along. Let's work together to be number 1. Let's go. You are now friends with Lava Lord. Easy. Yos. What's the one thing that hasn't been added that you're excited for? Asked Plaid. Great question. I want inbox to come as soon as possible, not just for spirit sending, but because getting Casanova is tied to sending 500 spirits, which is a crazy mission we got to get started on as soon as possible. And he's also essential for befriending characters. So, Romrim, you want friend stuff so bad? Me too. For real. How much treasure would you need to build a place like this? Kids can go into the Cloud Scraper for free. They were really running with that localization back then. I wonder what the view will be like from the top. Hee. Fabio instead of XLN. Fab. It's beautiful, says Scooby. He appears right here, literally right here in the post game for a quest in Yokai 2. Really cool. What's up, Fant? Hey. All right, you guys, I am getting really hungry. I've been streaming for 2 hours straight, and it is basically, time for me to go eat dinner. So thank you guys so much for coming. I will see you tomorrow with love and peace. Thanks for watching, and we will stream more Wib Wob tomorrow afternoon.